Hi and welcome to another one of my vlogs, and today I'm going to be doing another collaboration, and this time with Bhupinder. I also met her during STAMMA Fest in August of last year.
Hi, this is Bhupinder. Um, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep. Hi, I'm Bhupinder and I'm a primary school teacher. I also run a group called Coventry Stammerers and a network called Stammer Educators and my own vlog called The Stammering Life.
Awesome. I've seen your vlog, Stammering Life. It's great. So how do you feel about your stammer?
Yeah, I feel I feel really positive about it. Actually, I feel like I'm in a really good place with my stammer now. That hasn't always been the case, but I think having a support network around you is just so important, and for me, like, that's been the biggest thing to kind of help me, like, on the journey since being a kid to now, and kind of navigating life with a stammer. I think it's really important to, like, have people around you who can build you up and support you and kind of help you to not be so critical of yourself, because I don't know about other stammerers, but for me, I found that because of my stammer, I had a lot of insecurities about myself, and that can be really hard. I think most importantly, it's also just getting to know other stammerers and actually having, like, a support network of other stammerers in your community. That's
Mm,
helped me a lot. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, I really agree with the with what you were saying about having people around you that encourage you and lift you up. Um, just being around the right people, having a support network, and Stammer definitely create a great platform for that.
Yeah, really do.
So my next question, because you are a teacher, I was wondering what are your experiences of stammering in the workplace?
I think at first when I started my job, I kind of ignored my stammer, like, in my head. Like, I pretended that I didn't have one, and that no one would notice it or comment on it. But obviously when people did, when I was observed in training, I kind of yeah, I kind of felt a bit shocked, actually, and it was kind of a real reality check that I needed to acknowledge it to myself, to the kids who I was teaching, to the staff, and kind of, like, educate myself about it, and also other people. That's a tricky part of stammering in the workplace. It's that we've got kind of, like, a lot to cope with compared to other people who are starting jobs.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely see that. I definitely think that um, I mean, my experience as well has also been overall positive. There's just, I guess, little, I guess, kind of, don't know whether to call them like microaggressions or things like that. Just small,
Absolutely. 100%. Like, what sorts of microaggressions do you feel that, like, you've experienced?
I guess when people smirk and they don't mean to, but you still see it, and like they'll deny it. I've had that before where I was talking to someone and I was struggling to say someone else's name, and I could see that they smirked, and then like later on, I went over, I said to them, "Oh, by the way, like I have a stammer, like that's why it took me longer." And they're like, and they sort of acted as if they didn't react. I don't know, but sometimes people don't realize, or they don't mean to, and then they're embarrassed.
Yes, they get a bit embarrassed. Gosh.
About to go on to that question about like, what would you like to see moving forward, like when it comes to interviews or when you're being assessed, and just anything in the workplace.
So one thing for me being a teacher was when I had my parents' evenings, when I had my parents' evening appointments, I had a longer slot so that I could just take my time and I didn't feel that I had to rush, because I would probably say less words per minute than other teachers. And also I even got more breaks as well and things like that. I think moving forward, things like interviews would definitely be something that for a stammerer like needs to be adjusted. And if we weren't perhaps like if we weren't judged on our confidence or fluency, but on other factors, or if it was just kind of made a bit more conversational, that would be a lot nicer.
Yeah. Do you have any further comments? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, like how have you found your vlog and like the journey with that? Like, has it kind of helped you? Has it kind of helped you mentally to acknowledge your stammer more, and has it helped you in your stammering journey?
Yeah, definitely, because it becomes like watching myself stammer on a video helps me become a lot more comfortable with, like the way it looks and the way it sounds, and especially things like this where I'm talking to other people and hearing different stammerers talk about their own experiences, and finding like finding people to relate to about it. And I feel like definitely since like Summerfest, I feel like I've wanted to do more things to do with stammering, and just finding so many other people who just get it.
Yeah.
And just yeah, and like just understand. And I mean, I've got my stammer Instagram now as well, which is a lot of fun just to create videos on social media.
I've had a look at some of your reels and things, and they're great. They're really fun.
Thank you. But yeah, I think videos and putting stuff out there definitely creates a positive environment when thinking about my stammer journey. Definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's where things need to change moving forward. I think if stammering is seen more in the media, then kids will feel a bit better about it, and as they grow into adult stuff, they'll feel a lot more confident about it. So yeah.
Thank you, Bhupinder. Yeah, this has been really great. I think we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you so much for collaborating with me, and look forward to speaking to you soon.
Great, thanks, Tash. It's been a really great experience.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.